Makeover Dream Team is back, and all week long, they're giving couples a new look from head to toe. Plus, get ready to vote again. We announce the next 5 viewer recipes semifinalists for live summer grill games. All next on Live. Now, here are Regis Kelly and Kelly Ripa.
Hi, everybody. Monday, July 26, 2004, and guess what? The sun is shining, yeah.
Yep.
We had a very iffy weekend here in New York City, some rain, a lot of clouds, and then finally, late yesterday afternoon, the sun came into the city.
Did you get a lot of rain in Connecticut?
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
It never rained once.
No, I love these people from the Hamptons. Rain is coming down by the buckets. I call Gelman, it's sun shining here. I'm laying on my deck enjoying the sun.
It was very nice. It was beautiful.
Yeah, you're just out far enough to avoid all of the stuff that's happening in the city.
It's true. It's really true.
Yeah.
I mean, everything that happens in the city, you can avoid it all just by flying there.
Well, we had...
And I suggest flying because driving really takes a long time.
Oh, and it's bad on your back. Bad on your back.
Yes.
Although we did have some periods where we, got some tennis in. I had a tremendous decision to make. My tennis game over the weekend.
Tell me.
We couldn't find anybody. People are gone. They're working. I don't know. So, but we wound up with two pretty good female tennis players.
Who?
The wife of the dentist. Her name is Barbara.
Uh-huh.
She brought a friend along, Nancy. Now and Joy and I are playing them. But all of a sudden, I find myself in this strange predicament.
Yes.
I'm playing against two women. So now what do? Do I lay down, take it easy? Do I let them get close? Do I let them win? Or is this the year 2004? And these women have tried, for equality, whatever it is they're going for, they got it.
Here's what I suspect that you're going to pretend like you let them win. Is what I'm suspecting. But go ahead and finish your story.
That would have been funny. No, but I said, look, hey, it's every man and woman for him or herself these days.
That's right.
This is
We are
new
equal.
dawn.
That's right.
A new era. So I beat their brains out.
That was very
Sent them home. I thought they were sobbing. I thought I heard a tear, but I didn't pursue it. No, we won 6-1, 6-1.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Congratulations. That's great. Let me ask you a question. Do you ever think when you get really desperate for tennis players, do you ever consider playing each other?
What? We have enough trouble playing together. We've enough fights. No, we don't play singles much. We play doubles. And we love to play together. It's a lot of fun.
That's good.
Anyway, we won that game, and then Barbara came back with her big dentist husband, Dr. Stu. And they were really jacked up to play the game. I mean, this is a couple of days later.
Well, Dr. Stu, in that office all day.
I made the mistake, I just stupidly, that night after beating her, well, I mixed myself a drink, And I, honest to God...
Did you really mix yourself a drink?
Never at home have a drink. Never.
But you were feeling very confident. You had beaten those women down who thought they were equals.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
That's right.
That's exactly right.
Good for you, Reg.
So I got the...
Next, they're going to be wanting to vote,
What vote? Anyway, so I have this drink in me, and I'm feeling good. So I said to Joy, I'm going to call Barbara. So I said, let it go. I said, no. I pick up the phone. I dial her.
Oh, Barbara!
No, I wasn't that way at all, but I was just had a little buzz, and I said, I'm strutting around the kitchen right now. I'm feeling strong after... I said, I smelled a bagel, but might have got away from me, 6161. I said, but anyway, I just want you to know, can we play again soon? How about tonight? You know, I was really egging her. So finally, her husband came home, and I guess she got to him, and you know.
And she was in tears on the phone.
I mean, this is a mild-mannered dentist. He doesn't bother anybody. You know, he couldn't be a nicer guy. Came over with fire in his eye.
Sure, that's right.
He's going to defend his woman. Hope he gets a cavity. Anyway, so here's what happened. Let me tell you the story, and it's fascinating, and this is golf psychology, Gelman 101.
Okay.
And I have found this to be true over the years I have played. If you let the winning team, if you let the team that just beat you cool off, talk to them about anything, you know, sit down and talk, and then go back to play, they're finished. They can't win. You're going to win.
They've got to be in the zone. Stay in the zone.
Anyway, they come over, fire in their eye. We start to play, and they.
Now, were you still drunk at this point?
No. 3-1 lead. They had 3-1 lead. I'm thinking, boy, they're playing pretty darn good. You know, we don't have a chance. We can't get it going. All of a sudden, Dr. Stu says, "Can I go to the bathroom?"
There's your chance.
Of course. From heaven, I said, "Of course you can, Stu, and take your time." So I sit her down. I'm thinking, I got to stretch this out, because he could get back any minute, you know.
That's right.
So what are you doing later on? Well, I'm having a little luncheon party. Yeah, for who? Well, actually, it's for the rabbi and some friends. Really, I said. Tell me about the rabbi. He has 4 children. No kidding. Let's talk about those kids. What are their ages? What are they like? Who are they? What do they want to be? Oh, I was brilliant. I'm an interviewer, remember? 10, 15 minutes go by. We're talking rabbi, we're talking kids, we got it made. Stu comes back, we go out on the field.
10, 15 minutes, Stu was gone.
No, he came back with it. He had an extraction to make, all right?
Evidently.
But anyway, I extended the conversation, and it was interesting, and it was fun. We go out to play tennis. 3-1, they had us down. Now it's 3-2. Now it's 3-3. Now it's 4-3. We're ahead.
Right.
Now it's 5-3. We're ahead 5-3. You let them cool off. You can't do it during a tennis game unless it's an emergency. But after the game, let the winning team cool off, and you'll beat them every time. 5-3, we had them down. We lost 7-5.
How can that be? What happened?
Joey and I didn't talk for the rest of the weekend.
You didn't talk?
We let it go. I don't know what happened to it. How could I explain these things, you know?
Right.
Maybe.
He probably, while you were out there distracting the dentist's wife, the dentist was probably in there giving himself a pep talk in the mirror.
Well, they came over with fire in their eye.
I'll bet.
Oh, yeah.
I will bet.
And I loved beating those 2 women. I loved it. And I'll do it again if I have to.
I don't blame you.
Did you and Mark watch the Yankees game against the Red Sox this weekend?
No, but I saw all of the
Fight?
playbacks of the fight.
Yeah.
What happened now? It was Alex Rodriguez, right?
Alex Rodriguez, yeah. Got hit in the elbow.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're always hitting him.
Oh, they hit him on purpose, do you think?
Well,
Oh, okay.
hard to know
Right.
what goes on out there, but he got hit.
Okay.
And he had a few things to say to the pitcher, and the catcher, Veritak.
What did he say? What did he say? Like, that's not very nice.
He said, "That's right. You're a bad boy. You don't do this again, my mommy will
You
hit
dirty
you."
rat.
But you know these Boston Red Sox. Did you ever see Alley Oop? The caveman in the comics. These guys are Alley Oop in baseball uniforms. All of them. They're big burly guys.
For the record, I'd like to say that Regis over there said that.
That's all right. I've said this before. They're mean-looking guys. You know what they are? They're street toughs.
Street toughs.
In baseball uniforms.
That's right.
Yes, and I'm frightened of them. Just looking at them. Sends chills up my spine.
all
They're so
that.
tough looking. Anyway, Veritek, the catcher, comes out. One word leads to another. Veritek shoves his hand in his face.
So it was like, I don't think that's very nice. And then Veritek said, no, you're not very nice.
Yes, that's right. They started clawing each other's eyes out, okay?
Right.
And then both dugouts emptied, and there was a tremendous fight on the field.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And the starting pitcher for the Yankees, and I love his name, Tanyan Stutz. Or is it Strutz? It's a great name. Anyway, he got hurt. He was pitching a good game.
He got cut in the ear.
Got cut in the ear and hurt his pitching hand finger, and never was the same. They had to take him out.
I still say there's something a little hot about those guys in those uniforms rolling around on the ground with each other.
Well, the Yankee uniforms...
Oh, Art, Michael, do you disagree? I'm sorry. They're like disgusted, but you see, the women agree with me that it is...
The Yankee uniforms are tailor-made. I mean, they fit. Derek Jeter looks terrific.
Yeah, I especially like when he rolls around.
But the Red Sox wear these ill-fitting uniforms.
You can't go to Boston anymore.
Oh, no. I'm having a little fun with the Red Sox. Anyway, they came back
You just crossed the whole Northeast off your travel map.
They beat the Yankees in the ninth inning, 11-10. It was a terrific comeback for them, and then they crushed them. I don't know, Contreras felt like it. He didn't feel like it. Who knows what's going on with him, but he didn't have it last night, and they won again, the Red Sox 9-6. So, sometimes it takes just a fight, because this is a great team, this Red Sox team. Great hitters and some wonderful pitchers, too. But they're lethargic. Sometimes it takes a fight to unite a team and make them more passionate about what they're doing, and this could be it. Bad news for us.
You and Joy should have fought the doctor and his wife.
So then last night, ESPN, there was John Kerry sitting right there at Fenway Park.
I saw that.
Threw out the first pitch. Wasn't a dynamite pitch, I gotta tell you. For a big, long, lanky guy, he halfway to the mound and he threw and the ball bounced into the catch. Not good. And then John Miller, the great broadcaster for ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, brought him up to the booth.
Okay.
And George Stephanopoulos couldn't believe it that he was actually getting John Kerry. Stephanopoulos couldn't get it for the Sunday news show,
Right.
Anyway, that they talked baseball. However, John Miller gave him one dynamite question. Now, Ohio being a pivotal swing state, where both candidates really need this state. Ohio, the home of Pete Rose and all his wonderful years with the Reds.
Sure.
Miller said to him, now, Senator, would you be in favor or opposed to Pete Rose going into the Hall of Fame? Kerry went, and he was on a roll, too. He was answering the questions well, the other questions. But that question came, and he said, well, he began dancing,
I wonder if he's a
difficult
Libra.
Question
That is a difficult question.
for a guy who wants the state of Ohio, because that's a supercharged question in Ohio, especially.
Right. How do you feel about it?
I think eventually they're going to have to let him in. Yeah,
I hope
think they should. Yeah.
I know from Pete Rose was, being from Philadelphia,
Yeah.
that the Phillies, it was like,
Charismatic guy.
Didn't get better than Pete Rose.
No, he's a great player and full of fury and.
Yeah. And I really don't understand the rules, the laws, with that stuff.
Well, that gambling thing lingers overhead, and this is supposed to be a pristine.
You can't gamble on baseball. Why not?
On your own team?
Well, wouldn't you? I would bet on my team. I'd be like, I'm so sure they're going to win that I'm going to bet for my team.
I don't even know if he'd bet on his team. But anyway, that's the problem if you're asking. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
You really ask, so I thought I'd tell you.